this is it. Welcome back to the racetrack. Here we are at Willow Springs International Raceway. This track is so much fun, but we're out here joining a lot of friends and checking out a lot of cool cars. We've got a BMW M3 flying down the main straightaway. But anyways, though, today in this video, I'm finally gonna have the chance to experience the amazing 2004 Ford Mustang SVT Terminator, the Cobra, as you can see. And I have never actually driven a Terminator before, and I'm super excited about finding out what it's like. Now, I know we have so many amazing Shelby enthusiasts who follow the channel, and we've had the chance to share basically almost every single Shelby model they make. A recent video, I think a week ago, we shot with the new Mustang Super Snake. So this time we're going a little bit back in time, right, to 2004. So again, yeah, never experienced a Mustang Terminator before, and I've had so many friends and so many of you reaching out to me telling me you've got to find out what it's like. Having driven mostly the newer Shelbys, I think the oldest Ford Mustang I've ever driven actually was part of the Mustang continuation cars. It was a GT350R from 1965. That blew my mind. But with this car, what makes it so special in the lineup is because it was relatively one of the first ones that had independent rear suspension. We saw with the S197 Mustangs, even the GT500, like the one I used to own, they took that away. But now we're back at it again with the S550, newer body styles that you find with the GT350 and a 2020 and up GT500. I am very much looking forward to this. Plus, this is a manual. A lot of the new cars coming out are all automatic. Anyways, we're here with the owner, that being Al. How you doing, man?
Hey,
great to see you at the track. Yeah. But tell me a little bit about what you've done with this car, or actually I'll rephrase that, how you ended up first finding it.
Right. I was looking for like a high-performance Mustang, maybe a cheaper GT350 or something, and I wanted to track the car. And somebody on my street had a Terminator and showed me it and took me out on it. So I started looking for Terminators and found this one on Craigslist in Los Angeles.
So how much horsepower are we talking about for this
stock,
specific car?
390. They use the 4.6 liter engine, which is in a lot of pickup trucks and police cruisers and Ford Crown Victorias. But they wanted to get more horsepower. Previously, they were not happy with it, so on this they had to go with, because of the supercharger, which is right here in Eaton, supercharger, they went with a cast iron block, aluminum heads. Most of the other 4.6s were aluminum. And then because of the Eaton supercharger, you ended up with 390 stock horsepower. And what they did is they bought a Kellogg crank, which is rated up to 1,000 horsepower handling. Then they did connecting rods from Manley. They have a Ford part number on them, but they're Manley connecting rod. And then one of the stories about it is the stock connecting rods kept breaking when they were testing them.
Really?
Cast iron. They were $6 a piece. That's what Ford had to pay, or what Ford made them for, was $6 a piece. Connecting rods at the $6 ones were breaking all the time. When they did the testing, they would do it 300 hours of full throttle back to full torque, full throttle back to full torque, and we were breaking. So they went to Manley, and Ford had to buy them from Manley for $56 instead of $6, and they didn't break.
You know what? So this exact Cobra right here, I think, didn't Carroll Shelby have some influence?
Yeah, I think he did. Again, it was the main influence was Camilo Pardo, and this is the guy who designed the Ford GT and SVT, and he took that car from scratch. I mean, He started with a clean piece of paper or a clean computer and did that totally from scratch. And here, he took a stock, Mustang body and then did modifications. The hood is composite. That was they went to a wind tunnel and had it. That was influence. They designed these air outtake areas here were placed more forward on the hood. They originally started out more towards the rear back here. They thought the amount being air withdrawn would be better here, but what they did in the wind tunnel, they found the further they moved further, better they worked. And it's a composite hood, not steel. The lip of the hood here is 1 inch longer and curved more down.
Is it really?
So for better aerodynamics, Camilo Pardo designed that. He also designed the total front end is completely unique to the Terminator.
That is so cool. I really like how you are out here enjoying the car, Al, because that's what they're made for, right?
Yeah, that's it. Take them out and have fun. I drive briskly. This is the end of the straightaway. And the faster cars are going 150, 160. Maybe a Ferrari is doing faster. I'll do about 120. And I think Austin, you could get more out of it. So, but I'm, having fun with the car. The stock
Yeah,
tires,
Toyos, right?
Yeah, these are Toyo R888 Proxys, and 275s were stock all the way around. Obviously, this is an XXR wheel, not stock. Brakes are stock.
And the brakes feel pretty good?
Yeah, you know, for 2004, you know, nothing like your GT350. And then this 275 is the front, 315 Toyos in the rear, XXRs. And then this deck lid was also taken to the wind tunnel, and this is composite, just like the front hood. And they ended up in the wind tunnel. They added another inch to the integral spoiler here. And the rear end fascia is new. And the other thing that's different is this plastic area here. Normally would curve in on a Mustang, and this is unique to the Terminator. It just goes kind of straight down. And I looked at a used car dealership and saw two of them, one for $27,000 for a Terminator, another one for $30,000. The $30,000 one was I think it's called Mystic Blue. Have you seen that color? It changes colors as you walk
I've seen
around.
that.
And I guess if it ever gets dented, you know, trying to fix it's impossible.
Oh no, I didn't
so
imagine that.
I went to the used car dealership, drove it. You know, a little high for me, and then I saw this at a really good price at 20 grand. This is 3 years ago, and just really, the guy did a great job modifying it. So I really haven't done modifying to it. Worked out from there. He ended up getting another Terminator.
Really? Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Anyway.
You know what though, man? Mind if we hop inside and see what it's like?
But I think you'll find it engaging.
Is the key right here?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see what it's like.
And then electric seat.
Alrighty, here we are inside the Mustang Terminator. Good old manual, just like my old GT500. We are in right now. Oh, it sounds real good, dude.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I am super pumped about this. You know what? These seats are very comfortable, actually.
Yeah.
And the manual feels
closer ratio.
It is very close ratio.
It's modified, right?
Yeah.
And you can see Hurst. And it's also, what's a little funny is the shifter of the stock.
Is it going down? Oh, there we go.
The shifter on the stock one is way down here. You know what I mean? That you're shifting down here. So this has been extended and tighter.
I could imagine going all the way down here, right?
People complain about that, you know, because you're not that short, and you know, people are. God,
it's definitely like this feels good.
Oh, yeah.
That down here be like, let me straight away, big willow. Let me bend down and get the gear. I think up here when I go out, they're gonna have us honk. You know how good it feels being back inside a manual transmission vehicle?
Yeah.
Pull forward. Oh, we're good now.
Yeah, Matco clutch, racing clutch.
Really? It feels very smooth.
So let's see how fast you can get up to 35 or 40. Supercharger wine.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, guys working on them. Yeah, it'll go.
I'm really gonna miss manual cars going away, aren't you? Because it's just the way direction is going. Like with the new Shelby, it's automatic.
Hit it.
Wow, dude. Oh my gosh.
70 rating.
It's a lot of fun.
Engaging.
Yeah, you don't get this kind of experience in a lot of cars. Mind if I roll the window a little bit? It feels so good.
Go ahead and floor it.
Oh my gosh. I love the gauges you have on the side too right here. So you said how much horsepower again?
Probably at the motor 500, and then it dynoed. It's in the range. They made some tweaks, 440 to 450 at the dyno.
Is the car pretty easy to rev match? For the downshifting?
Great.
What kind of downshift?
See how when you're putting on the brake, you can.
Oh yeah.
Your accelerator's right there.
That is fun. 20 grand.
Yeah, and I haven't done a thing to it. You know.
Oh my gosh. This thing is, I have the biggest smile on my face right now. I was actually over here for the new Maserati MC20 press drive, like 2 weeks ago actually, and they took us on these roads.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
It's just the feeling of reaching out and grabbing each gear with the Tremec, the transmission with the short throw gear changer. It feels real good, dude. Very, very composed.
Very planted too.
Yeah.
When you take it around this curve, it's going to stick. We got those Toyo 315s on the rear.
These tires are. I had a great experience with them on my 500, and I can tell that.
Yeah, I had them for a few years, and they're wearing down, but it's amazing how they hang in there.
You have definitely made me a fan of the Terminator you have. And for the bang, you know, for your buck, if you can find one of these things, it feels like a Cobra to me. It feels like a proper Shelby Mustang.
Go ahead, give it a head. Let's see how fast it goes.
A little bit of tire spin right there, but
A little bit, yeah.
The Proxy RRRs, they grabbed up right after that. And
Yeah, that's what one of the things too is when people, if I have modified them and you get a little bit of wheel hop, they want to modify and put in the Delrin bushings and stuff into the independent rear. So
that's right. It's got independent rear suspension. I can tell. You can really set these things up though for like you're telling me earlier, half miles or mile events, right?
Right. Sure. They drag race the heck out of them. There's a guy, I think he's in Florida, stock block, obviously hugely modified, runs on the 8 second quarter mile.
8 second quarter.
Yeah, I'm turning 70th this year, and 8 second in the quarter mile back then was just slower than a drag car, you know, or a funny car, right? So that's the cars today. It's just amazing.
You know what? Question for you: what do you think of like the new Tesla Plaids coming out? They go like 9 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Are they pretty insane?
Yeah.
A lot of cars nowadays they do automatic rev matching for the manuals. This is raw again. I'll do one last pull. Alrighty. I really appreciate the chance to drive this car. Got to get you back before your next session out on track.
Yeah,
but
if anybody lives in Southern California, the West Coast, you give me your frame. This is called Big Willow that we're on today.
Big Willow, yeah.
This is a great high-speed track. Yeah, I'll let you track it next time you take your car out.
Yeah, sounds good. I really appreciate it again.
See what you think.
Just got out of the Terminator. That thing was crazy. Please let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of that car? How does it stack up against other amazing Cobra Mustang models? I'm just a major Mustang enthusiast, so getting the chance to experience that, I can finally check that one off the bucket list of another iconic Mustang. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button to help me out. Also subscribe for much more great videos coming out your way. I'll see all of you in the next episode.